Hello everyone, this is Beastly Eel, and on today's episode we're going to be talking about my theories on what's going to happen on Spider-Man No Way Home. Now, the trailer just dropped recently. I want to say, maybe it's been a week now. I wanted to process a lot of the stuff that was there before doing anything, obviously. Overall, I am super hyped for this movie. If you have not seen the trailer, which I sincerely doubt, because once that trailer was up, everyone was watching it, myself included. Um, we get to see the little bit of the aftermath of Mysterio, um, and seeing that Peter Parker is being charged for murder on Mysterio because it's claiming that he is the one who owns the drones. And obviously, everyone knows that Peter Parker is now Spider-Man, and Peter's noticing that the entire world knows who he is, and it's affecting everyone around him, all his friends, his family, and he just doesn't like it. So he goes to the only person he knows that could help out, and it is Doctor Strange. So he goes to see Doctor Strange, and Doctor Strange is in an odd outfit. He's in sweats, which confuses the heck out of me. But anyway, Spider-Man basically is asking him to make it so nobody remembers that he's Spider-Man. So he goes to do it. Wong is there to say, no, don't do it. And Doctor Strange's like, okay, I won't, and then does it. And so as he's doing the spell, Peter won't shut up. Peter cannot stop talking. And specifically, Doctor Strange says nobody will know who Spider-Man is. He's like, nobody? Not MJ, not Ned, not Aunt May. And every time he's saying a name, the spell gets messed up for some reason. I'm not quite sure why. Obviously, we're going to find out when the movie comes out. And it looks like reality breaks. And during this, Doctor Strange talks about now that they're opened up the multiverse, um, we see several villains in this. We see a couple of different Spider-Man suits, um, all still looking like Tom Holland's Spider-Man. But anyway, we see a bunch of hints that other villains are there. So we see electricity from Electro, even though we don't see him specifically. We see sand moving around from the Sandman, but again, we don't see him specifically. We see what I think is the lizard jumping at Peter before a portal opens up. Um, we see a goblin bomb, and we see none other than Doc Ock, who is the same guy who played Doc Ock in Tobey Maguire's trilogy. And he says, hello, Peter. And we hear William Dafoe's laugh when the bomb gets rolled out. Now, all that speculating the fact that the lizard's there, and that William Dafoe is going to reprise his role as Green Goblin. I don't think so. I have my own thoughts on this, and I'd be curious to hear what you all have to say on it. I think that there's still the possibility of all three of the Spider-Men to be in the movie, just not in the way that we think. I think they're going to have two villains from each of the trilogies. So we're going to have, from the original trilogy, we're going to have Doc Ock and Sandman in the Amazing Spider-Man series. We're going to have Electro and the Lizard. And then for the new trilogy, we're going to have Vulture, I'm thinking, and Hobgoblin. Now, this is where it's going to get a little strange because you're wondering, well, who's going to play these people? Um, so the same actors who played Sandman and Doc Ock, obviously we know for 100% fact Doc Ock is played by the same actor. Sandman, we're not 100% sure, but I'm going to take a guess and I'm going to predict, who knows, I could be wrong, I don't care, that the Sandman's going to be portrayed by the same person who portrayed him in the original trilogy. In the Amazing Spider-Man, I think Jamie Foxx is going to return as Electro, but the Lizard is going to be played by a different actor than the one that was played in the Amazing Spider-Man. I'm going to say they'd be that they should do, and I'm hoping they do, Andrew Garfield as the Lizard. My reasoning behind that is because they have Gwen Stacy in that universe, and to have her be Gwen Spider instead of being just Gwen Stacy would be awesome. And in the comics, for those of you who don't know, when Gwen becomes Spider Gwen or Spider Shadow, Shadow Spider, whatever, we just know her as Spider Gwen. Peter Parker in that universe tries to create a serum that makes him just as powerful as her to help out, but in fact turns him into the Lizard, which would be why he's the Lizard. It's an easy thing to do, with CGI and stuff like that, so that way he doesn't have to actually be in the movie fully. But anyway, um, and having her as the Spider-Man of that universe. And still, in the other one, talking about Doc Ock and Sandman, still have Tobey Maguire as Old Man Spider-Man. So in the new trilogy, we have the Vulture, played again by um, our friend, the same guy who played him in the first one. Then we have um, the Hobgoblin. The Hobgoblin, though, played by Ned. Now, in the comics, Ned does become a Hobgoblin in one of the series. So, since this is the multiverse, it would make sense that with him messing everything up and Ned's name being mentioned in the spell, could have altered him and combined him into being the Hobgoblin. Now, again, this is all speculation. Um, we still are not 100% sure on all the villains that are going to be in it, but it'd be interesting to see. It's got its own little Sinister Six going on, and we're pretty sure there's going to be a Sinister Six, but not 100% sure on the full roster and exactly who's playing who. But that's going to be my That's going to be my thoughts. Until I see another trailer that kind of either confirms or denies my theory, that's what I'm sticking with. So again, just for everyone to remember, the villains are going to be Doc Ock and Sandman from the original Tobey Maguire series, whose Spider-Man is going to be played by Tobey Maguire. The Amazing Spider-Man 2 villains would be Electro and the Lizard. Electro played by Jamie Foxx again, but the Lizard played by Andrew Garfield. Emma Stone playing Spider-Gwen for being the Spider-Man of that universe. And for the original, for the new, for the MCU version, we have Ned as the Hobgoblin, and we have the Vulture staying the same, and Tom Holland obviously staying as Spider-Man. And the reason why I'm thinking with this is it gives a little diversity in the Spider-Man universe. That it's not, we have an old, we have a young, and we have a woman. It's just a nice mix of everything. Um, for all we know, Miles Morales could be another one that gets added in. But I'm just thinking for the three universes that we are potentially already seeing, because we don't know if they're going to even be using both of them. I mean, all three of them. But who knows? We'll have to wait and see for sure. But let me know what you guys think in the comments. Do you agree with what I'm saying? Do you think I'm crazy? Oh, and before I say anything else, before we actually get into that, William Defoe's laugh is there. That does not mean he's not in it. I just don't think he's going to be one of the main villains, and I don't think he's going to be the Green Goblin yet. It's just my thought. His laugh is going to be there, but I feel like that's going to have to do with the serum that's in Ned. That being said, kind of like the craziness inside Ned. Just a thought. But anyway, let me know again. Let me know what you think in the comments. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Do you have a better idea than me? Please let me know. Other than that, if you like the content you see, please like and subscribe below. Other than that, this is Beastly Eel signing out. Have a good night.